Hello, I'm Grant Dodd, and as a former touring professional golfer on the PGA Tours of the world, I've pretty much seen everything that professional golf has to offer. That's why I'm so excited to present this week's edition of Life is Greener. We're going to take a different look at the inner workings of tournament golf, and in the process, take you onto the golf course and give you an eagle-eye view of what some of Australia's best competitors go through during a round of golf. It's new, it's innovative, and it's exciting. Get set to see tournament golf in a way you've never seen before. From the 2013 Victorian Open Golf Championship, welcome to Life is Greener. This week, Life is Greener journeys to Victoria's Bellarine Peninsula, a stone's throw to the magnificent 12 Apostles and legendary Bells Beach. The gatekeeper of the peninsula is the thriving city of Geelong. Geelong is home to a population of over 150,000 people. 20 minutes drive from Geelong lies 13th Beach Golf Club. The 36-hole seaside layout is the home for the 2013 Victorian Open, one of the world's most unique professional events, with men's and women's championships being held concurrently. One of the almost constant features of seaside golf is basically the wind, and today it's probably around 15, 20 kilometres an hour, but it can really get up around this particular area of the world, and you can see in the terrain around us all the time there's particular features that demonstrate just how crazy and strong the wind can get. Look at these Moonas behind me here, absolutely battered and beaten by decades of constant onslaught from these onshore breezes, and I wouldn't mind tipping that sometime this week there'll be a few golfers in the field that feel exactly the same. 13th Beach came alive Wednesday morning as AFL stars and media identities joined forces with the professionals for Pro-Am Day, the traditional opener to tournament week.
Simple game, golf.
Do you have a phone? Who's got a phone? Who's got a phone on it? Let me show you this little thing. It's a new app. It's pretty good. Hang on. We'll just get that. Hang on. Wait, we go like this. There we go. So you get a golf ball, whack it on top of your phone like this. There we go. Well, yeah. The good thing is it's just got the camera in there.
I just got the glass in the back fixed.
You do have phone insurance?
I'm sure right.
Here we go, now just clip it clean, launch, spin rate, and most importantly, what?
That didn't go very far.
Right now, where's my phone?
Seriously, that never happened.
That's the entire office. Business gone.
Man. No, never mind. Sorry about that, mate.
I might go down and just walk 9 and have a bit of a hit around, so it's good for the body, but it's good for the mind as well to get out and get away from obviously the hustle and bustle of the open environment, which is Melbourne as well.
Mate, if they were crowding your forward space like this, what would you be doing, Jack?
I'll politely get out of the way, with no hand gestures whatsoever. Calmly and politely, that's how I roll these days.
Perfect line.
Yeah, I wanted it in that wheel mark, but I'm all right here.
Apparently next hole is nude hole.
Okay. Well, I might fashion something into give someone something to look at.
Hi guys.
What's the plan, Nikki?
Get it up that way. You like that?
Bring it on. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, we've got a big golf culture, especially led by the coach and a lot of management. So I think we're supposed to have training today, but he's put that back so we can all have a hit.
Oh, that's on there, baby. Look at this. That's. Oh my goodness. That's through the green.
Is that on?
Yeah, that's on, mate.
Like if you just have a look, maybe in here, maybe if you just went like that. You had it on your
Oh, good stuff.
I love it.
Oh! The big cat's choked.
He has. Oh no.
Can't believe that.
You've brought Tom into your office today. We're thinking that it might be a good idea if Tom takes you into his office tomorrow. So we're thinking about maybe trying to take you down to Cardinia Park and maybe get you two guys in the forward pocket. You with a piece of pigskin, Tom with a wedge, and see who ends up the most accurate there. Because it's not really working out that well on the course here today.
No, no, but we're having a lot of fun out here. But I've got a pretty decent left foot as well, so I'd give Tom a bit of a
left footer.
Yeah, left footer.
Okay, well, we meet you guys tomorrow afternoon down at Cardinia, and we'll see what we can conjure up.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Mate, your shoelace is undone.
Put me off again. Like shoelace, don't worry about shoelace. You just kind of like. Yeah.
We're here at Simmons Stadium, home of the Geelong Cats. We're joined by two Cats stars, Harry Taylor and Taylor Hunt, who, as you can see, have golf clubs in hand. We're joined by two star professional golfers, Ryan Fox, son of the former All Black Grant Fox, and Tammy Durden, who's a rabid Adelaide Crows fan. What's the story? Well, we're going to have a little grudge match later on. Tammy was supposed to be taking on Tom Hawkins. Tom Hawkins is not here after his Pro-Am performance yesterday. He's got his tail between his legs. And Tammy is going to take on Harry, who's a pretty handy 8-marker from the forward pocket. Harry's going to try and hook a little one through the goals. Tammy's going to hit a little banana through the goals as well. But they need a little bit of coaching in the interim. Ryan is going to coach Harry, and while Taylor is going to coach Tammy. There's a lot at stake. Tammy, if she loses, will be turning up at golf tomorrow with a Geelong Cats jersey on. Harry will have to caddy for Tammy in a Pro-Am in the future. So there's a lot at stake. We'll be back with a challenge after a bit of training in about 15 minutes.
Got a little bit of wind helping us to bring it from left to right, a bit like on the putting green. So I'll show you how to kick this banana. We're gonna try and drop it on this part of your foot here and get it spinning towards the goal.
Okay.
So I'll have a crack.
Oh, he's got it.
So basically to shape a shot, you just want to sit your feet up and your body up with where you want to start the ball and your club face where you want the ball to finish, and then swing along your feet line, and then hopefully the ball starts where you want to, and for you, draw around through the post.
Perfect.
I'll hopefully demonstrate it for you. I'm set up a little left, open my club face a little bit, add a cut. Got it. Sit. Right through the middle.
So it's done.
Well, after a bout of some of the best tuition you've ever seen, we're ready for the playoff. Tammy, how was your little bout with your coach?
It was great.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm feeling relatively confident
Saw
actually.
some great banana kicks too. Harry?
Yeah, really confident. Ryan's super coach.
All right, well, Tammy has won the toss. She's away. Good luck, Tam. Looks like we're going for the banana. That's a point.
It's a point.
That's a point. Well, a point's better than a out of bounds. But over to Harry. You're looking good in training too, Harry. Just a little 60-degree wedge in hand. Oh, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Tammy
no.
Durden heading to the golf course tomorrow with a Geelong Cats jersey on.
I've got to wear blue and white. Oh no, thanks Harry. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm sure you will.
Well, every competition has to have a winner and a loser.
Thank you.
Put on shirt for you to wear.
Thank you. I shouldn't really be excited, but I'm actually a bit excited now that I get to wear this. So I did lose.
Well, Tam gets to take that to golf
This is
tomorrow. She'll
awesome.
be walking through the clubhouse with that on. Guys, we need you to pass a message on to Tom Hawkins for us. Remember, there's no shame being beaten by a girl. So hopefully Tom will front up next time we have a competition. But it's been absolutely wonderful to have both Harry and Taylor here with us today, and what a great privilege to be at Cat Stadium. It's 16 minutes past 5 on a Thursday morning at Barwon Heads, around about 10 minutes from the golf course. There's 4 golfers staying in this house. One of them is the 2-time Australian Masters champion, Bradley Hughes, a man who's played on the US PGA Tour and has played President's Cup. Bradley Hughes has allowed us to follow him through his preparation for a golf tournament. We're going to go into the house and get him out of bed this morning. The 46-year-old is one of this country's best players of the last 20 years. But a loss of form on the elite US PGA Tour and a difficult separation from his wife and 6 children sees Hughes sharing a house this week with 4 fellow professionals. A decade ago, he was competing in multi-million-dollar events on a weekly basis. This week, he'll be competing for a first prize of $22,000.
All good. Where's my breakfast, boys?
Yeah, mate, come check out this stuff.
The golf's just full days, really. It's up early, practice, play, eat. And that's about it. That's why I think it's good for all us just to stay together this week, because it gives you that little bit of comradeship. No, everyone wants to see the other guy do well, so we're all pulling for one another. I'd nearly kill for some fried eggs and bacon right now, but it's a bit early to go burning yourself on the stove. It's a pretty selfish sport, really. Like I said, you spend a lot of time away playing, and it takes its toll on a lot of people. It depends on both of you, the person you're with, and all that. So it's tough being away from people, but that's that's part of the thing. You got to support yourself and support all them. So that's all I can do. They're pretty cool kids. They understand how things are. Tell me they love me and all that. So that's all you can do.
And how many years since you played a Victorian Open?
Probably not that long. 94, 95, I guess. Because it's pretty funny when you're out playing tournaments. The years just sort of blur by. You wake up in a hotel room somewhere in the middle of the night and you think, where the hell am I? Well, you don't even know which way to get out of bed or where the toilet is or anything. So let's go with about 95.
Is your ritual pre-round warm-up the same as always?
Pretty much how I just go. Well, I go wedges to start, and then quite often some days I'll go even numbers, 8, 6, 4, and then other days I'll just go 7, 5, 3. A couple of fairway woods and a few little pitches and then drivers just to finish her up. I don't like to warm up for too long, just get loosened up. I'm not going to be out here for an hour hitting balls before, just get ready, and I like to have a 5-minute chill before I tee it up. All right, I can hit all my shots, so I should be ready.
This is Group 1 from Victoria, Bradley Hughes.
$7 a.m, February 21, and it's a new dawn for Brad Hughes. After 2 rounds of the women's event, Sarah Jane Smith leads from Stacey Keating, and a group 2 shots back, including Christy Smith and Swedish star Sophie Gustafsson. It was an impressive-looking leaderboard after 2 rounds of the men's championship, with US PGA Tour winner Andre Stolz holding a 1-stroke lead over Steve Jones and recent British Open qualifier Steve Dartnell. Omissions after the 36-hole cut include Nick Gillespie of New Zealand, who was disqualified for failing to sign his card, and one of the pre-tournament favourites, Daniel Popovic, who missed his 4th straight cut. Victorian Daniel Popovic's win in the Australian PGA Championship was one of the feel-good stories of 2012. In the shadow of his father's ongoing battle with cancer, Popovic has struggled since to rise to the lofty heights of last year.
After the PGA, obviously we were running on a bit of a high and he was running on adrenaline. It was good for a month there, but he's hit a bit of a brick wall. He came out yesterday and didn't really feel too well afterwards, and he wasn't really strong enough to come out today, unfortunately. But look, it's just another factor of life. You just got to deal with it and try to move on and you just try to find strength in some way or another to sort of concentrate more on golf than what goes on at home.
How much inspiration do you draw from your dad?
Yeah, a bucket, all of it. All my inspiration is from my old man. He got me back playing again middle of last year. It came out, that I stopped for a reason. That was to sort of support him, and obviously my dad's my hero, and you try to spend as much time with him as possible. But with my weeks off and stuff, I'll spend as much time with him and you'd be there for the good times and the bad. And obviously I speak to him every day when I'm away, and I'll go home now and give him a big hug, and I'm sure that he'll make him feel a little bit better and myself a bit better too.
After the break, we take a unique look at golf through the eyes of the professionals and take an adrenaline rush in the skies with Richard Green and Marianne Scarpnord. Well, Richard Green, Mariana Scarpnord, pro golfers have had a pretty tough day at the office and in tough conditions today. And Greenie, I guess you need to relax after a round of golf. And I could see pro golfer like you maybe lying on the couch, a cup of jasmine tea, some scones with maybe some raspberry jam.
What are you talking about? No, I'm into racing. I'm going up in this thing, 4Gs. You can go first. You go first.
Self-confessed speed junkie Richard Green has won nearly €9 million in European Tour career earnings. His partner Marianne Scarpnord is also a 2-time winner on the Ladies European Tour. The couple combine to form one of the most unique partnerships in professional sport.
You used to own a V8 supercar, loves speed, wants you as rough as you can make it for it. Hardcore. He wants hardcore.
Dottie, shut up.
Just go deep. Go places you've never been before.
Have fun. Don't throw up.
Mariana, who would go out with a professional golfer?
An idiot.
But seriously, how does that work? I mean, you're a professional golfer and you're on the road, I don't know, let's say 25 weeks a year. He's on the road the same. I mean, how do you make this relationship work?
Well, I'm here in Australia from about New Year's and for about nearly 3 months. But that's actually a time of the year where we don't see each other that much because he goes over to the Middle East and I'm traveling around here. When we both play, we go home Sunday and play Monday night or Tuesday. And when I don't play, I travel with him, and when he doesn't play, he usually travels with me, so it's all right.
Somehow it works.
Yeah, somehow it works.
Well, Greenie, who would go out with a professional golfer?
Who would?
Yes.
Maybe another professional golfer.
It's a relationship that would have time challenges, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a time where either Marianne's supporting me or I'm supporting her. We sort of rarely get to sort of have a week like this where we're actually together competing at the same place at the same time. So it's a difficult week this week actually. I played well today. Marianne played not as well as she would have liked, but she's good support for me, and vice versa when I can go and watch her play and be good support for her.
Did you feel sick?
A little bit towards the end. A little bit towards the end, but
That is awesome. Did a good job. That was fantastic.
Hi, I'm Julia Boland. Let's talk about a shot that terrifies a lot of people, but if you bear with me, we'll see that it's really easy. I'm just short here on a par 5 for 2, and instead of putting or chipping up a slope, I've pulled my rescue. Have a look at this. It's just like a putt shot. All I'm doing is gripping down the club so it's more like a putter, and I'm going to use my putting stroke and just stroke through the ball. All I'm doing is using my hybrid or 3-wood as a putt. Let's have a look one more time. So 3 things: grip down on the club, use your putting posture, and stroke it like a putt. It really is a simple shot. Just think putting with your rescue.
Golf broadcasting through the years has undergone continual evolution, but the holy grail of the medium has always been to comprehend the game from the player's perspective. For the first time in a tour event, Life is Greener takes you on course to experience both the sounds and sights of professional golf, as 3 of Australia's best tournament professionals open the door to their golfing worlds. We went on course to join 2007 Victorian Open champion Kim Felton, along with rising stars Whitney Hillier and Stacey Keating. We wired up the players prior to their round. Let's take a look at this birdie putt for Stacey Keating through iCam. Note how the camera shows the eyes directly over the ball, the guideline on the ball tracking the high point of the break. And perfectly executed by the 2012 French Open champion. Let's head over to the other side of the course now, where Kim Felton is playing the first hole of his second round.
What do you got left here, Kim? Going by this, it's 100 to the front, and the pin's on 22, so it's playing 120.
Decent lie,
It
pretty
is.
big lip in front. Like, what are you thinking club-wise?
Look, it's probably a little further than a wedge distance for me, but look, I'll take the wedge, hoping the wind will help it a little bit and just put it up to somewhere kind of middle of the green, hopefully, and have a chance at it.
Good contact.
Should be okay. Set.
Oh, very nice.
Take that.
To the front bunker?
Yeah.
Like right at left edge of that?
Okay.
And then if it
I'll
straight,
just draw it around. Okay. Your left. That's fine there. Thanks.
Inspired by its unique format, some of the largest crowds in the Victorian Open's history flock to the course to watch men and women compete in consecutive groups for just the second time in the history of professional golf. It's just one of the many innovations taken by Golf Victoria to grow interest in the game.
Obviously, you're getting a lot of people here for the women, so that's really good. It's a bonus. But yeah, it's good to see both of them out here as well at one time.
So you thinking the men are riding on the coattails of the women this week?
Yeah, well, this is my first day here, but there seems to be a big crowd and everything, so yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's good following the guys and the ladies out here. It's a really good format, so seeing some good golf.
Golf hasn't really progressed like every other sport has gone for, cricket's gone for the limited overs, and football have reduced their quarters, and tennis have reduced the sets. Golf has never done anything that's been innovative. Next year we've got planned to introduce the shot clock. People say golf's too slow. It'll be fantastic down here with the big clock there, and the players know they've got 40 seconds to play, and we reckon that'll improve the pace of play by perhaps 20 or 30 minutes a round.
The future looks bright for both the championship and its competitors. Saturday is moving day in tournament golf, and it was no surprise to see experience come to the fore. Veteran Craig Parry crafted a 4-under par 68 that included birdie on his final hole. After a disappointing opening round of 73, Brad Hughes roared back into contention with back-to-back 67s. But the round of the day went to 21-year-old amateur Nathan Holman. Holman showed exquisite touch around and on the greens to sign in for a round of 6 under par 66.
Felt really good. I've led after 2 rounds, so to do it after 3 is awesome. That's where you want to be. So I think I've worked out the course pretty well, the angles you need to take. So it's just ready to go tomorrow.
So the third round leaderboard for the men looked like this. Nathan Holman, the amateur, in the lead by 1 stroke from Bradley Hughes and Stephen Jones, with Matthew Giles and Ryan Lynch 2 shots back. In the women's event, legend Laura Davies continued her strong showing with a third round of 71. West Australian Christy Smith's putter was working nicely in round 3. She signed in for a 2 under par 72. But it was Stacey Keating who gave no quarter in round 3. Australia's brightest rising star shot a 6 under par 68 to go with rounds of 71 and 68 to lead by 4 heading into the final round.
I think every time you're in that situation, I think that, I don't like to say it's easier, but, you're a little bit more comfortable and playing in the last group and that sort of thing. I don't think I've ever, led before, so, I think that will be a new thing for me and, something I'll have to deal with, but hopefully I handle it.
So after 3 rounds of the women's event, it's Stacey Keating with a 4-stroke lead over Grace Lennon, the Victorian amateur, with Christy Smith 1 shot back in third. We've taken a little trip down to another part of the Bellarine Peninsula this afternoon, to Oakdean Winery, this absolutely beautiful place just outside of Geelong. We've brought a few golfers with us. Paul Sheehan, obviously from the Australian Tour, a man who plays in Japan. Mallory Fresh, who's just come out of college in America and ventured down to Australia for the first time. Alison Whitaker and Michael Long, New Zealander, well known to Australian audiences, based in Perth. And all guys with an interest in food and wine, hence the reason why we're here. Well, in the spirit of competitiveness, we've decided to split these guys up. Obviously, it's a winery with a restaurant. We've got 2 chefs in the crew, Michael Long and Alison. You go to Michael Long's old website, you'll find recipes that he's put on there. It's gone. Alison, a good chef herself. They're going to go to the kitchen and create a dish, and we'll yet to find out exactly what that is, and then they're going to bring it to me. I'm going to actually judge who's actually made the best dish. These guys are going to the winery. They're going to have to pick a wine to go with lunch as well. I get to pick who's made the best choice for that particular meal. So it's game on here at Oakdean Winery this afternoon. Well, Michael and Alison have gone to the kitchen to prepare lunch. I've come to the winery with Paul and Mallory to taste through these magnificent Oakdean wines. And Paul, firstly to you, I guess a lot of people perhaps wouldn't necessarily see where wine and food would fit into a professional golfer's life. How does this fit into your lifestyle?
Yeah, it fits in great. I think it's a really important part of life to, to have a good time, and you get opportunities to go to some great restaurants and drink some nice wines and stuff. So yeah, I try to do it every week. Yeah.
Me personally, I love looking into the city that I'm at and doing the things that the locals would do, and learning a lot about the city outside of just the golf course and the hotel, and so this is going to fit in perfectly. Yeah.
Well,
Guys, I'm done. I've got to go back to the kitchen to see how Michael and Alison are going. You've had a pretty good look at these wines. Do you think you've decided which wine you're going to take to lunch?
Yep,
Yeah,
certainly have.
Okay.
I think I got my choice, yeah.
All right, well, I'll let you make that final decision. I'm off to the kitchen, but I'll see you at the luncheon table.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with some local coral trout from Portland. We're going to do it in Asian style, so it's got to have that really crispy skin, and we want to get some fantastic flavors in there. We've got this pickled papaya salad with shallots, coriander, bit of chili through there, and then we've got a beautiful palm sugar reduction with white vinegar, lime juice, and fish sauce. Real sort of Asian flavors. Going to finish it off with some fantastic baby shoots, fresh coriander, we've got parsley shoots, we've got green daikon, red daikon, baby watercress, and this is mizuna. So you can mix these up wherever you want. It gives a good color, good flavor.
Well, it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm going to leave you guys to have the kitchen to yourselves. There's a lot at stake here, so no pressure, of course, but take it away, guys.
Alrighty.
A good coating of flour, that's it.
Go a little deeper. I'm trying to work out where the money's at right now, and I don't actually want to tell you what I'm going to use. I don't want to use my
That's the timer, guys. I reckon we got to pick them up.
All right.
The eyes are popping out. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, look at that. Are you making excuses?
It's not fair. You
Is that what's
slowed me
happening?
up. You slowed me up there.
Oh, I had a slow group in front of me. Oh, my back was just a little bit sore in the morning.
Not happy. You can actually eat these eyes
Eat
now,
the
can't
eyes.
you?
That's the best part of it.
Look at that. Isn't that good? My little fishy.
That's it.
That's why I cut my little cheek so big.
So we got garlic in there, there's ginger, there's chili, all them beautiful Asian flavors. So sauce first.
Sauce first.
Really?
Yeah, don't be shy, get it on there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, beautiful.
Look at that.
Did you leave any for me? Seriously?
No.
Man.
Okay, I think we've come up with 2 crackers here. Very different, but I think it's down to the presentation, and I reckon let's take it out and see what the chief judge says.
Bring it on.
Perfect.
After the break, we head down to Queenscliff for a Saturday night aboard the legendary Blues Train. We find out who has bragging rights in the Gourmand Battle of the Sexes and watch the championship go down to the wire on Sunday afternoon. Saturday night means it's time to let the hair down. We join a group of music-loving pros who took an opportunity to relax before Sunday's final round when they boarded the renowned Blues Train. 30 minutes from Geelong in the seaside village of Queenscliff, the Blues Train is an institution on the Bellarine Peninsula, selling out months in advance as blues fans around the country flock to listen to Australia's finest blues musicians.
Yes, well, this is how I putt. My putting's very intuitive and very reactive. I will, look at the hole, look at the target, and react very simply, almost like just throwing a tennis ball to somebody. You don't think about it, you just do it. There's no thought about how far I've taken my arm back. There's no thought about the distance. It's just a reaction, a subconscious reaction. Putting's very similar. You look at the hole, you see the target where you want the ball to finish, and you let your body react to that, and you just focus on that target. It's a little bit of a better putt. Not too bad. So think intuition and don't overanalyze.
Well, the fish has come to the table, and Chef Marty, that looks absolutely amazing. Of course, you didn't cook it. We're going to have a little taste right now. Right from the tail bit here. Absolutely beautiful and crispy. A little bit of this sauce underneath. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Yeah, this one's just been slightly less cooked than that one, and just a little bit more tender, a little bit more soft, a little bit more moist. And I'm just going to have to, I'm going to have to plump for the dish closer than me as the best on the day at the moment.
Oh, I got stuck behind a slow coke.
It was part of my plan. My fish in second.
Now they come out. Now the excuses come out.
And he was heckling me, he was trying to get me to put it in there. I was like, I'm going to die and I'll put this little fish in.
I chopped and dusted and coated too quick. I was too efficient.
You were too efficient.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner in the fish cooking stakes, Alison Whittaker. Okay, time to finally taste these wines. Yeah, lovely, sort of light, textural influence, really cleansing acidity in that wine. A little bit heavy, a little bit more oak influence. Probably, in this instance, maybe slightly better with a chicken dish than fish. So, Paul, I know that's your wine there. Victory to the men in the wine choosing stakes.
It's a big game.
Poached garlic? Well, guys, unfortunately, with every competition, someone has to win, someone has to lose. Two losers today, Michael and Mallory. And as pre-arranged, you guys have to pick up the tab. And with the coral trout coming in about $200 a pop, we'd like to see the colour of your money pretty soon, please.
Well, since I have only American bills, I'm thinking you can...
Worth a bit more than the Kiwi dollar, so... Let's go to the putting green and sort this out.
Good call.
Bend the knees.
No pressure, but it's worth about $400 this putt.
Do you really stand that far away from the ball? Carry on. I'm just saying.
It's just a $400 putt, and when you're a rookie, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. I'm so nervous.
This is slow play. It's just like the fish.
Oh. You know that Michael is one of the greatest putters that ever come out of New Zealand.
I think just over there.
It never
And
got a chance.
They take MasterCard too.
Hi, Mel.
Perfect conditions and big galleries greeted players for the final round of the Victorian Open. The scene was set as old and new readied to go head-to-head.
Stupid cliche, one shot at a time, but it's really all that matters, isn't it?
The strength of amateur golf in Victoria was underlined by amateurs playing in the final group of both the men's and women's championships. Some stunning golf early in round 4, and none more impressive than Richard Green, who saved his best for last with a course record 64.
One of those great days of golf, you know. It was everything went right and got off to a great start and got my eye in, and you know the putter worked well, and it probably could have been a couple more, you know, had a few more dropped in, but you know, look, I'm wrapped with that.
With 5 players still in contention, Matthew Giles had an opportunity on the final hole to break free of the pack. He'd make birdie for the outright lead to set up a tense wait in the clubhouse. That left Ryan Lynch, son of coaching great Dale Lynch, with this putt to tie. It would be a bittersweet ending for the father and son team.
It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It didn't feel good, I can tell you that much. But it was just a good week, and you know, it doesn't take that much more for the putt to go in and it be an even better week. But yeah, it's been really good, especially to have the old man on the bag this whole week. It was awesome, really good.
I'm very proud. I mean, he did a great job, all bar, but it's part of the game, you know. But it was a lot of fun.
It was an impressive week for Bradley Hughes. After leading midway through the final round, he underlined his pedigree and class by closing with a birdie for a 1-under par round of 71 as he begins his golfing renaissance.
Well, Brad, a week that promised much, and I guess it's still delivered for you. You must be proud of the way you played.
I am. 10 under, pretty good playing for a guy that's part-time and hardly doesn't practice at all, so it's pretty good. Course was fantastic, and had a great week with my mates staying at the house there, and it was enjoyable.
Ultimately, it all came down to Nathan Holman on the final hole. Needing a birdie to tie, his 15-foot putt slid by the left edge, leaving Matthew Giles as the victor.
Thanks, mate. Really good. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, Matthew, 2013 Victorian Open champion. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds nice. It was a good week out here. Played well on the weekend, and yeah, hasn't quite sunk in yet, but I'm sure it will soon.
But there was little doubt who the crowds had come to see on the final day. After an uncharacteristic start, local girl Stacey Keating found her best form to dominate the world-class field, holding a 4-stroke lead playing the 72nd hole. The final hole bogey would see her win by 2 strokes.
You must be so proud the way you guts that out.
Yeah, definitely. I can't believe it. I'm very, very excited. I didn't get off to the best of starts today, and yeah, to have that back nine, I was very, very excited.
What turned the key for you on that back nine?
I think I just hold a putt and then hit a lady on the par 3, and it bounced back to like 6 feet. So that you know things are going your way when something like that happens. So yeah, I'm very happy.
A couple of sips of cordial later tonight, do you think?
Exactly, maybe a couple.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it was Matthew Giles who held the trophy aloft on Sunday afternoon. A wonderful week too for Bradley Hughes, finishing in the top 10 in his comeback year. An honourable mention to Richard Green for his final round course record of 64. In the women's event, Stacey Keating was a deserved winner. Hannah Burke's 8 under par final round pushed her into a tie for second with Christy Smith. We trust that you've enjoyed this unique insight into the world of professional golf, and we look forward to your company once again for the next edition of Life is Greener.